Manually keyframing a pen mask in Premiere Pro takes so long. And I've also used the After Effects Roto Brush, but in my opinion, this tool is so much better, so much faster, so much more precise. And also I have a secret that makes it full quality for your video. So if you film in 4K, 1080p, it's going to be the same quality. No loss in quality for your Roto Brush mask. First thing you want to do is open up a Google tab and search up Runway. And it's going to be this one right here, runwayml.com. Click on it. And then you want to click Get Started, and you want to sign up for an account. And after you sign up, it should load up and look like this. Now, it's a little bit confusing, but I'm going to show you how you get your video in and then how to go in the video editor and use the Roto Brush. First thing you want to do is go under Library into Assets and click here. And this is where you're going to add your video. So you want to click Upload. Up here, click on File. And select your video right here. Mine is called Dance Master because I'm actually a professional dancer. Let me show you a quick example. I think that's enough. Now you want to select it and it's going to upload. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a minute or two. Okay, so just after 20 seconds, my video uploaded. Now what you want to do is in the same library section, you want to click down on More and open up the video editor. Now, after you open it up, you're going to get this screen. If you don't have any projects, create your first project. And if you have a project, click on New Project up here. And then you want to click on Video Composition. Right here is your asset. For me, it's my dance video. I'm going to drag it into the timeline of the video editor. And now look, we have the video in here. Let's give it a second to load. And to activate the Roto Brush, what we want to do is go over here to the right in AI Tools and select Green Screen. And then it's going to tell you to click on an area to start a mask. This is going to be the subject, so click on it. And most of the times, it's not going to select the whole subject as you see. So you want to create multiple points of selection. For me, it's right here. I'm going to create a few more. And let's get the hand. And that looks good. But let's say you select the background. Oh no, you selected the background. The way you would take this out is by going to the right side and click Exclude. And then you would click on your point or the background right here to exclude it, and then you should be fine. And let's say there's like a small gap like there is right here, a small gap of the background. The way you would remove that is by clicking the brush tool right here in Refine. There's a brush tool. If you click on it, you're going to get the brush size. If you make this small, and then to zoom in, you just hold Control on your keyboard and use your scroll wheel. Oh, right here. And if you zoom in the wrong spot, just hold H on your keyboard to pull out the hand. And now you could just drag to find the spot where you don't want. Now, you could just erase this part out like you're using the eraser tool in Photoshop. So look at that. Now this is good. Now I want to fit the window to the screen. The way I'm going to do that is by clicking on the percentage. And then under here, you're going to see zoom to fit. You're going to click on this and it's going to fit your video in the frame. What we want to do is either click space or preview. I like clicking preview. And as you see, it's already good. Look at that. A little bit of my shoe is still here, right? See, it's kind of cutting off. We're going to want to create some keyframes. So wherever your shoe or wherever your subject is not properly keyed, what you want to do is I'm going to take off the refine brush and I'm going to do include. And I'm going to click on the shoe right here. And this is going to create multiple keyframes. You're going to see the keyframes underneath your video. And now that looks a little bit better. Look at that. Look at that. So instantaneous. In After Effects, this takes like 5 seconds for each frame, but in here you see it does it automatically super fast. I mean, look at that, man. I'm like Michael Jackson. And you guys can refine this more. You know, if you see like a little fuck up here and there, just click. Click. Perfect. Play it. And in my opinion, this is good enough. But let's say there's a frame in your video where, you know, the mask is not working properly and you can't really like find it on the timeline. The best way to find out where that mess up is by using your arrow keys to move frame by frame in the video editor. Now you see here, it moves frame by frame. If you have a 60% keyboard like me, hold the FN key, click Control to go forward, and to go backwards, hold the FN button and click the Alt key. After everything is masked correctly, just make sure you watch it. So that looks pretty good. Click Done Masking. And as you guys see here, it's cut out perfectly, but the background is black. The way to make your background not black is by clicking outside of your frame onto a gray area. Now you selected the scene, and if you look at the right side, you could select the background color, and let's pick a very vibrant green. Okay guys, I'm editing this video and I just realized that there is something crucial. If you're wearing green, the green screen isn't gonna work. And since we're gonna use this green screen video as just a mask, not the actual footage, a thing that you guys want to do is click back on your video. You want to go over here into Effect and Filters, search up Color, and select Fill Color. Then you want to change this color to black. I understand it looks weird, guys, but just export it like this. Don't listen to video me. Listen to editing me, guys. And now, as you guys see here, it's green screened and cut out. What we want to do is click the export button on the top right. And since we're using the free version, we can't do 1080p or 4K, but I have a workaround for this in Premiere Pro. Just watch. Export the video as 720p. It's completely fine, guys. And now just exit out of here to Home and go to Assets, and you're going to see it right here exporting. Okay, now your video is exported. You want to download it by clicking on it and then click the download button. And now let's go to Premiere Pro. Let's create a new sequence. Set it to my frame rate. And let's drag in our original video. Let's drag it into the timeline. Let's drag our green screen video. And let me delete the audio off of this one. Let's drag it above it. And now let's size it properly. It looks like 150 is the correct scale for 1920 by 1080 videos. So now let's grab a color key from Effects. Let's search up Color Key and then drag it on the green screen. Click the dropper next to the key color and click on your background color. Now let's play with the tolerance until it's cut out. But I don't really notice when my subject is being cut out. So let's just hide the layer that the background video is in by clicking the eye. Now it's hidden. Let's play with the color tolerance. I say that 80 is good enough. There's a little bit of a edge on it, but that is completely fine because what we do now is let's unhide it and let's go to Effects, and I'm going to tell you guys a secret sauce to make this 10 times better. Search up Track Matte, M-A-T-T-E key, and you want to drag this on your background layer. Go to your Track Matte key effect, and next to matte, you're going to see none. Click the drop down, and you see video 3 and 2 for me. You might see more, you might see less, maybe. I don't know. You have to select the video track that your green screen is in. So the way you see that is by looking at the left side of the video track, and it's right here. The green screen is in video track 2, so let's go back to the effect, none, and select video 2. So basically what we just did, guys, was we took the 720p video and we used it as a cutout for our background, which is whatever resolution you want, 4K, 1080, whatever. And now the 1080p video in my scenario is cut out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make this into one layer by nesting it. So select both layers, right click, nest. And let's call this subject. Okay, this is the subject. Now what we want to do is delete the audio track and drag the background video back into the scene and put it behind. What we could do now is move the subject up one layer, go into the text tool, and let's add a text called "Look, I'm dance." How do you spell dancing? D-A-N-C, dancing. And now let's just scale it up. Let's move it in the center. And now look, if we move it in here, look at that. That looks so good, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and watch whatever this video is. It's very good.